everyone. It's time to change the player names.
Okay, folks, if anyone's having a look, there's a hi everybody in the chat. Okay, so the leader at the moment is Chris Broderick. He's played 11 with 9 wins, no draws, and a point difference of plus 917. Second place, Marie Ryan. Same score as well, played 11, won 9, slightly less, slightly fewer points on 8, 1, 9. Fergal Weatherhead, the number 1 seed. So I should have mentioned, sorry, Chris is the 2nd seed, Marie is the 4th seed, and Fergal the 1st seed. He's just ahead of his wife, the 3rd seed, Pauline. They're both on 11 with 8 wins, so very close between the two of them. Plus the 1067 and plus 952. Then Tom Drone, who's going to be playing in this game coming up, on 8 wins as well. So I've got 2 people on 9 wins, 3 on 8. Then Brian Dillon on 7, Owen Jackson on 6 wins, Kieran Brosnan on 6, Gerald Hoare on 6, Anne Mallon on 4, Monica O'Connor on 3, Marie MacDonald 2, and then Liam Thomas Davis on 1. So hopefully he'll get another one. Okay, we're just going to update the screen with the current racks that the players have, so you can pop in any comments if you want. Okay, you can start to see on the screen now, so we've got a score of 16 to 10. Okay, so just counting up the scores on this one here. Cointer. Could be a challenge, could it? No, it seems fine. Yep. Okay, so a score of 76 for the last one. Excellent. So supposedly Pauline told Fergal everything he knows about Scrabble, so he might be the number 1 seed, but this is where the knowledge comes from originally. She's set an excellent score there, so 92 playing 10. Tom the Slayer Drone. We've nicknamed him. He's had an excellent start to this tournament. Like I said, thanks a million to Tom. He supports the Irish Scrabble Association, and he's also a part of all the live games and the Waterford Scrabble events that go on. He hosts them in his own pub here in the Cove Bar in Waterford. So thanks again, Tom, for that. Okay, so just waiting on Tom to make his move, and he's playing it now. Okay, this could be a high score. We're starting off with a Q. Okay, he's played quit. We're going to just top the total up for you there. 26 points for that. So 92 plays 36 at the moment. Early days, but slight lead for Pauline at the moment. Okay, so we've got taxi and a mix of taxi and chi. QI. Excuse me. so this should be a pretty high score. It's also opened up a couple of triple word scores at the top of the board, so we should see some action happening here at the moment. So a score of 46 there, great score. But like I said, that opens up the top of the board, so it's a very open board at the moment. Okay, so yeah, okay, we're going for, this is definitely going to open up the, well, maybe not. Okay, this could have a, yeah, we're looking at a massive score here. We've got Linger, Zai, Quinn, and Al. A score of 46 there for Tom. Good stuff. It's also probably taking the top right hand corner out of play. Unless someone could get Slinger, for example, would be an option with TS. It's tough. We'll see. That would be very lucky. Okay, a score of 27 there for a number of words deck. Ack and Koi all together. Got Shy, which brought on, so okay, so that's taking out Sling. Oh, I could still go for Slingers, but we've got Lingers for Tom, and that brings his total up to, from 82. Okay, so it's a score of 32 for Tom on that one, so he's doing very well. Got 165. Have to remind you guys that Pauline's a seasoned player as well, so got the 4th and 5th seed actually, so very, very close in that respect. Shy, Lingers and Shy brought him to 114. Okay, so we've got Fob and Odd and Back. Okay, so we're going to get the score up for, okay, a score of 29 there for Pauline. So we have a current score of 194 playing 114. So we've got the host at the moment of this event. Okay, he's going for Test, cutest, should I say. And it looks like he has the triple word as well, so we're going to have a look at it. Potentially quite a big score here. $14 for Tom. $28. So still quite a close game. Now that the board is coming down the way, we might see some action down the bottom left. The bottom right quadrant, nothing happening there. It doesn't. Well, it could open up with the Y as well. At the end of shy, there's a couple of options there. And we just had Awa played. Okay, I score 15 there for Pauline. So 209 playing 128. Okay, so Tom has come back with an excellent score there. Okay, so he's got a score of 46. Okay, that's brought it right back in. So 209 playing 174. So Tom is playing great stuff so far in this tournament, as is Pauline. That looks pretty set up as it is. I don't know if that is a word.
Oh yeah, that's a word.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Where could you put it in? You should get that in on... let's leave it to her. She knows what she's doing. Okay, she's played Days. D-A-Z-E. So from 209 she will go up to, just working that out, 247. Okay, so 38 scored there. So she's opening up a bit of a gap, but Tom still has plenty of time. Okay, so Tom's used the triple letter at the bottom. Triple word, sorry. And he's got four. Okay, scored 31 for Tom there. Got a number of words. We've got die, ire, Z, the pronoun, R. Okay, we've got a couple of options for 6-letter words at the moment that Pauline can make. Tunis, Sudan, not the country. Soudan, if it could be popped in. Okay, this is clever here. We're going to get a pretty large score here using we've got 4 words. And that should bring the score up to 278. Okay, so 31 there. Sorry, yeah, 31 for Pauline. Each player has pretty low scoring tiles at the moment, so it's hard to see a massive change in this game. Okay, we have Tom moving at the moment. Of, or, and rod coming in together, so should be a pretty good score for the 3. Okay, so 11. But only had to use 2 letters there. 11, not a bad score. So there's 62 points between the players at the moment, so one big score could be the difference. Okay, so if anyone has any options, but it looks like the most that Pauline can get out of her rack at the moment, unless she adds on to something else, doesn't seem to be much apart from Nanua, Nanua. Yeah, she's in the lead, but it looks tough. She's in a tough position to get high points from here on out. Tom's letter's not much better, but we'll see. There's some stuff that can be added on to that. Hopefully you can get some triple or double word scores. Maybe some high triple letters. Okay, I was waiting for something here. Okay, score of 11 there. So like I said, I mean, even the potential maximum was going to be very small on that one. So 11, not a bad score at all. Okay, so Tom scoring 3 there. Not much of a change with the letters for Pauline. Similar type of stuff. All ones. So, but she does have an 70 point lead. It's not over. Okay, so player 1 exchanged 4 of her tiles. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So 4 tiles. We'll show you the new rack now any second. Here we go. Okay, so Woveane. Woven is obviously an option there. Okay, score of 24 for Tom there. So it's getting closer. Getting a lot closer. Here's Bint. Okay, Bint for Tom and Tor. So 46 in the difference now, so it really is a very close game. And at the moment in this tournament, they are currently 4th and 5th. So depending on the result of this game, that could switch or even make them go up higher. We'll have to see, but very close. Okay, so Pauline's playing 2 words at the moment, avow and also linked onto wad. So for that, Pauline will get, just work that out. 21 points for that. Okay, that's brought the lead up pretty substantial considering the type of game this is. Okay, so Tom looks like he's going to get some bonus points up here for pleb. Great. It went on to Bint, but he didn't add to Bint, so he'll just get pleb for that, which will be 24 points. So nice play. So that would be a triple 8. It's definitely missed there. That should be tripled. That would have been. It was 40. Yeah, it would have been 42. There's only about 20 minutes gone, 25 minutes gone in this game in total. So just as a reminder, each player has 25 minutes each. There can be some points deducted if they go over that. Approximately, sorry, for each minute there's 10 points deducted, but I very much doubt that'll happen in this game. And then for anyone watching this, the question mark is a blank tile. So it's not worth any points, but it can make up anything you want. Okay, so if the potential to use that blank, if it can be fitted in, demean is there for 7, which would be, she can't use a full rack because she needs to add it in somewhere. That's the only thing. So it won't be a bingo, but it depends if you can fit on the board. I'm trying to have a look, but I can't see anywhere it can fit at the moment. EE. Is that going to work? Okay, so it scored 20 there, so quite an E. Okay, so still with the blank tile. Navy me. Simple. Would be luthier there for Tom if he could find a H spare, but it's not going to be on the. It's not going to be available. I don't think there's one. There's one on the board, but. So we're waiting on Tom the Slayer drone to make his move. Okay, so this is going to turn into a few words. Extra points on the T. That's it, lit and ta. Seven scored by Tom there. So 330 plays 274. So Pauline's kept the lead the whole way through the game. It's been higher and lower, but this is a reasonable lead for this part of the game. Okay, so we've got name, Al, me, and Etta. Should see a pretty decent score for this here. Forwards. Okay, 27 scored there, so that opens up the gap to 81. Okay. Okay, so namer and your, or should be some bonus points in here, so this could close the gap. And we're getting down to the final tiles now as well. As we can see, Tom has one missing as well, so the bag is empty. Just going to get the update on the scores. It's quite close. Okay, so 27 points for that. So, yeah, 13 points for Tom on his last one. Okay, so we're getting down to the very end of this game now. 2 blanks for Pauline, so she might make something happen with that. A lead of 70 exactly at the moment. Score of 17 there from Pauline. Score 14 for Tom there. Looks like stumble. Just have to confirm what that is. So it'll go for 2 words. It's opened up a couple of options for Tom. Okay, so massive score there. Okay, so we've got a score of 65 in that last go with stumble. Some doubles and triples in there, which is great. Okay, so just tallying up the total here. Foul, F, so score of 30 for Tom in that last one, but a few different words coming in play. Yeah, so my mistake, we're down to the final letters now. I don't think it's possible for Tom. Yeah, exactly, so we're finished here. We're going to get a final score up here for you guys. 451 to 325, so a great win at the end. Well done to Tom, unlucky, and well done Pauline Weatherhead. She's in 4th place. We'll see as the rest of the games are still going on. We'll see as that continues. We'll have the next game up for you guys at 3 o'clock on the dot.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Good boys.
This is round 12, 13.
13.
Okay, can we change that here as well?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. We're back in action. Seems like I was not on mute. Click on to this here for a second. Nearly there. Okay, we've got Anne Mallon from Cork playing here. It's her second tournament. First tournament was only 2 months ago in Cork as part of the Scrabble Association of Ireland anyway, so this is only her second tournament, doing very well so far. She's in 10th position, and she's playing Kieran Brosnan, who's in 9th. So I've been told a cousin of Pierce, don't know whether to believe that or not, but we can blame the details on Owen Jackson. So we're going to kick this game off any minute. We're just waiting for them to start. I'm going to show you their racks as soon as we know. Okay, so we're starting with Anne. She's going first. Obviously has to go to the center tile, but she's going with probably Vibe, it looks like. Yep, Vibe. And okay, nice start as well. Nice open position. 18 points for Vibe. Good start. So like I said, only our second tournament as well, so very promising. We will give an update on the previous rounds and the leaderboard in the next few minutes. We're just waiting for that to be updated. Okay, so got 3 words here from Kieran. Playing owl, but that comes in as ab and we as well, so should get a decent score for that. That's 1 point. Okay, so 18 plays 19, so very tight at the start. Looks like we could be going for Vice this time. Oh no, Victory. What do we have? Maybe I shouldn't be guessing before they put them in. Note to self, Victim. I'm playing the victim here. Okay, so very good score. We're going to see what's coming up here. $44. Okay, so 26 for victim. It looks like he's gone for QI, which is Qi. As regards the wireless charging, I think it's some kind of Chinese term as well, but Qi is in wireless charging. And for QI, the Q will be worth 10 anyway, so that one was 21 points. Okay, so 44 plays 40 in favour of Anne Mallon, who started the game. And she's using that as well, so she's using the Q, so she'll get the points for that. Kwai. Should get a pretty decent score for that there. It opens up the top corner of the board as well, so we've got okay, so 21. Sorry, 22 for that. So 62 points to 40, and did go first, so it's still very even in this game. Still waiting for some people to pop into the chat. As you know, these videos will be saved anyway on the channel on Afterword, which is an anagram of Waterford, if anyone didn't realise, where we're based at the moment. So once again, a shout out to the Cove Bar on the Dunmore Road in Waterford. A bar, great bar food, and they host plenty of these types of tournaments: Scrabble, poker, everything that you like. But the Scrabble tournaments are, the Scrabble Association of Ireland, and they're fully sanctioned. Yeah, so just to be clear, the All Ireland Scrabble Association, that's both the North and the Republic, so the full island of Ireland, the WESPA, and also the ASB, so the Association of British Scrabble and World English Scrabble Players Association. So we've got a longer word coming in here now, so it's going to be alls and reliefs. Oh, okay, so he's used all his letters here, so we've got a bingo, so that's going to put 50 points on top of his total. So we're looking at a big score here for Kieran. Nicely played. Okay, so 77 points for that there. So that's made a massive difference. He's now ahead by, nearly 50 points. 55 points, my mistake. Reliefs, great stuff. So like I said, bonus points for bingo. Bingo using all your letters in your rack in one go, so an extra 50 points. Okay, we're going to get down to some bonus points here as well. So, repave. Just tallying up the scores for that there, but this should get us a lot closer in the scores. Challenge for that one. Okay, so we're having a look into this one. So as the challenge works, if the word is correct, there's no problem, it goes ahead. If the word is incorrect, the player scores a 0 and they take their letters back. Yeah, it seems to be good to me. We've checked on our side, so we'll just wait for them to make sure and double click inside. Double check inside. It's still being challenged, but I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. So it's a score of 49 for that. 39, sorry. So 101 plays 117. So we've got the last two scores especially have made this a very tight game. So we're still waiting for the round 12 results to come up. We'll share them with you very shortly. We're on round 13, so it's the second last live game. The next one will be for the victory. So we've got okay, Tack has been played. T-A-C-K, Tack. That should stretch out the lead just a little bit. Let's have a look. Okay, 20 points for Tack. So now, 36 points in the difference. Kieran is still keep maintaining his lead since he had that bingo. Okay, so still 101 to 37, 36 points behind, but this player has been 9th and 10th in the tournament at the moment. They've been playing very similarly. Kieran Brosnan, slightly better scores so far coming into this game. Minus 188 points on aggregate, and Malin is minus 448. But that's not a major concern, as Kieran has won 6 and lost 6, and has won 4 and lost 8. So there is a little bit of a difference on the scoreboard, but this game is really what makes the difference here. very open as well, the board. So if we get some decent letters and some nice racks here, we should see some big scores, I think, going forward. Okay, we have a potential. If there's a G free on the board, there is not. If, okay, there was a potential 8-letter word that I've never seen. Zooglea, Zoogleae, but at the moment not possible because it would need to stem to a G in the middle as well, which is pretty impossible since there is no G on the board. Okay, so Anne has used her Z. We're gonna have four small words here. So Z as regards the pronoun, L, lie or li, and then zel. So should get a decent for using 3 letters. Should get a decent point here. 29 points for that, bringing up to 130 to 137. Great stuff. It's one of the closest games we've seen so far. It's not the highest scoring, but we've got well, it's not finished yet. We're gonna get unions, I think. Probably gonna throw an S at the end. Ooh, strange. He could have blocked the triple letter if he did. Although it would have gone. No, he would have opened it up. Never mind. So union for Kieran there. Okay, so is that just a 5-pointer for? Yeah, 5 points for Kieran Brosnan there on that last one. Still in the lead though, 142 to 130, and we're even. So Anne started the game, so at this stage could not be much closer. Still a considerable amount of time to go in this game. Okay, so from what we can see at the moment, Anne doesn't have the greatest choice of letters. Got a number of 5-letter words: apode, oopt, pedo. Moving on to pood. Don't blame me, the letters are there. They're real words, people. Ooped. Okay, I don't think she's gonna put any of those words on the board out of pure decency. Slight delay on the results from the last game, but okay. So Zeta, just checking, and Ed and Pa. So we should get a pretty good score with the Z in there with the 10. Okay, 21 points there, very good, using 3 letters only. So that brings Anne back into the lead at 151 to 142. This is one of the very different but much closer games than a lot of the ones we've seen. And here we have Kieran playing Y. That's also bringing in Paw. So Paw and Y. So what do we get for Paw and Y? 29. Excellent stuff. 29 for 3 little letters. Very good. Okay, so that brings Kieran back into the lead at 173 to 151. Still a bit to go here. $151 to $173.
After.
Thanks again to Sean, my technical director. We see a hand? That's big Sean there. It's good, man. I think I called this one. I was right. Pood. P-O-E-D. And dab. It was bound to happen. That could put Anne back into the lead. Let's just see. I imagine it will. No, 167, so she got 26 for that, but very, very close. There's only 6 points in the difference now. It's the closest game to a tie we've seen so far. For all you millions of viewers out there. Just snug. It's glad that didn't come up. Okay, so we've got Mob, Ooh, and B. Not going to be huge scoring, but 3 words together. 4 words together. Okay, so 26 there. Nice. 26. That puts Kieran up back into the lead at 199 to 167. So he's going to break the 200 mark in the next go. If anyone's interested in playing as well, you can join the Afterword Scrabble Club, is the name of the page on Facebook. You can also see the name of the channel is Afterword. It's an anagram for Waterford, where we're based in Ireland. But if anyone would like to play, there's online games that are available. You can play high ranked players, you can play, there's A division, B division, C division for the live tournaments, so beginners can play, intermediate. As you can see, some of the guys are top players. We've got the #1 player in the country, Virgil. His wife is one of the top players in the country as well, in the top 5 as far as I can see. So I mean, you've got some great players here. Owen Jackson, that set up the event, was an Octo champ, 8 wins in a row, and got to the grand final in Countdown a number of years back. I think it was 2017. I watched them all, which is very entertaining. I used to play a bit of music with Owen, so multi-talented individual there. But yeah, if anyone wants to follow along, when you watch this, whether it's be now or later on, Afterword Scrabble Club on Facebook or Afterword on YouTube. nice out. No. Have here? Okay, FUM. It's all fun and games. That should be a few points anyway, so 167 to 199 plays. That will change to 183. Okay, so 16 points there for FUM. And just in case anyone is still not sure, the question marks are blank slates. Can be used for anything, anywhere on the board. Obviously to do with making up a word, but can be any letter you like. Okay, ERR for . Okay, so what does that bring us up to? 205. Okay, so 6 points for . So still a very close game. Kieran's kept the lead pretty much the whole game, but it's been tight. Like I said, they're 9th and 10th. Kieran 9th and Anna's 10th currently in this tournament. And we have one more round to go as well, so either of these players could make a move upwards in the table. But like I said, this is the first ever live Scrabble event broadcasted from Ireland, and it won't be the last. So hopefully we get a bit of a following going. Now we've got, okay, so this could make a bit of a difference here. We have Anne playing this at the moment, I believe, which is Unions, what I thought was going to be played earlier by Kieran, and Just, or Jew, as it would be, I think, for concentrated sauce. 207. Okay, so she got 24 points for that, the 2 words. That's putting her into I think this might be the first time she's been in the lead, apart from the first couple of rounds, but we're at 207 to 205. This is a very good game, folks. Yeah, she was ahead for the first little while, but after since Kieran took the lead, this is the first time that she's gotten it back. So like I said, Anne took the lead there, 207 to 205, so there is literally nothing between them. 2 points. Still waiting on an update from the last round, but we will have that going into the next one because it will be the last round. So when it comes into the next one, after round 11, we had Chris Broderick and Maria Ryan in first and second, with 9 wins each. But it is very possible that Fergal could come into first place or second place, or Pauline in this game. At the moment, we're just waiting to see how the points go out, but there are a few people that could. Tom's a possibility, so anyone at 8 or 9 at the moment, depending on what happens. We've got 5 contenders that could be in the final. Chris Broderick, Maria Ryan, Fergal and Pauline Weatherhood, husband and wife, and Tom Drone of the Cove Bar, Waterford. That's after round 11, so this is going into what we have now, so we're waiting to see the current update. So there's one more round to go to be updated, which will bring us on to now. Then after that, we'll have after this game and the full update, you'll see what's going on for the final round and who gets into the final. So that was actually bringing us into round 12, that result. So 25 points for Kieran there. Rec and Coup. Jester. Okay, it looks like jesting. Got that blank tile there, you can never be sure, but it does look like jesting, so we're going to top the points up there for that. So that was Anne playing that word, so we're just waiting for her to tot those points up. So she's 23 points behind now. That brings her to 237. Okay, so 30 points there. That brings Anne back into the lead, so it's really going back and forth, folks. That's getting longer. Scroll down a bit here. Well, for anyone that has catching this later on, anyway, all the videos that are live streamed will obviously be saved to the Afterword channel. And yeah, if anyone wants to make any comments or has any views on that, feel free to chat or to comment directly to that. We'll have the admin of the page then respond if they want to get involved in any of the live or online events that are coming up. Right. Technical difficulties, as always. Oh, we're back in action. Back to Afterword. I need that one. Okay, so we've got Wet and Tow. $237 playing 230, so 237 now playing 240. 10 points for Kieran there, bringing him into the most slender of leads, 3 points. This will be an exciting finish, folks. Okay, so tax, that's taxi, the blank one, so just a taxi, oh, let's see, taxied, using the blank there with the I from jesting. Okay, so that brings the score to 263. Okay, so 26 points there for Anne. Great score. At this stage in the game, it's really opened up from what was still close, 23 points in it. But they will be running low on tiles at this stage, so any big scores, looks like we might have one here. Dairy, which should get a bonus as well, so that could bring us right back up to very close to. Okay, so he's taking the lead. Kieran with 30 points there. 263 plays 270 for Kieran. This is the second last live stream of the day. The next one will be the final out of the 13 players. So whoever is number first and second, I called out recently who was leading coming into this round. We're still waiting on the scores for the current round going forward. So, oh yeah. taking their time here, but I think they have. It's been 35 minutes or so, so each player has probably over just nearly 7 or 8 minutes left on their clocks. That's if they're on the same kind of time, but they seem to be moving at a similar pace. So so 7 points in it, so it's very to and fro in this game. Okay, so we've got Toot played by Anne. Should put her back into the lead slightly, if even. 269 to 270. Okay, so 6 points for that. So it's a 1 point game. Is it round 12? Okay, so we have the standings for round 12 coming up now. Okay, perfect. So we have Chris Broderick still in the lead. Played 12, won 10, with a spread of plus 1156, 1156. Total points 4,867. So overall, top scorer, second highest on aggregate points. First place Chris Broderick, second Marie Ryan. Same, so 12 played, 10 wins, plus 869. Fergal Weatherhead and Pauline Weatherhead occupy third and fourth spots, but with 9 wins out of 12. Brian Dillon, Tom Drone, 8 wins out of 12. Owen Jackson and Jora Hoare, 7 wins out of 12. Kieran Brosnan in this current game on 6 out of 12. And Anne Mallon on 4 out of 12. So one of those will move up to either 7 or 5. And then we have Monica O'Connor on 3. Marie MacDonald on 2. And Liam Thomas Davis is still on 1. But still, great stuff. I think this might be his first tournament as well. So it's great to get him started. Okay, we have a challenge here, folks. So the word is whores. We're just going to see it's the spelling we're looking at. Whores. Okay, so it's a legitimate word. 29 points for whores. Very good. It's a 30-point lead at this stage. Could be crucial.
People who hoe.
Yeah. People who use a hoe on a farm, for example. Hoers. Ah, Scrabble's fun. We have to be coming to the end of this game, folks, because the players will have used their allotted time in the next 10 minutes anyway, and it looks like they're going to be running short on tiles. So for Max. Let's have a look at what we have. Okay, so Kieran is 30 points ahead at the moment. We're just having a look at what his possibilities are with the words he has at the moment. Okay, Anna's playing, so we'll get back to that. Okay, she's played Xi, XI, which is also in as well on the right hand side. So 2 words. She will get the high point. I think it's 8 for an X. So we're going to bring her to... She's 30 points behind at the moment. That will change. 291. Okay, so 22 points there. So there's an 8-point difference in the moment. So this could come down to the very end of the points being deducted from tiles being left over if it's this close. So we'll see how it goes. Down. So is that the end of the rack?
Yeah.
Okay, folks, we are down to the last letter. So D-A-O-I-N and a blank for Anne, and Ningle. N-I-N-G-L-G-E, which has a possible 7 letters of lenging, but that would have to attach onto something. So there's a couple of 8-letter words. There's gleaning, if we could attach it onto an A, longing, gentling or glenting or lunging. I don't see how any of those would fit onto this board at the moment. You would need an A, an O, a T, or a U all in different positions as well, so it would be a tough one. But we'll see. It's a beast. Where'd you go? We have an update on the scores here. So we've got 5 points for the last word for Kieran that we popped in. So we've got 304 playing 291. So it is a 13-point difference at the moment. And does have that blank tile as well though, so she might be able to pull something out of the bag here. Literally. So each player is down to their last 5 and 6 letters, so the end is imminent. Okay, so she has used her, I imagine that's stack and sod. So that will bring her closer. We'll have to check the score for the two words together. One moment. She's on 291 at the moment, Anne Malin. So it's been a very close game. You can see they're 9th and 10th. Now they're on 304 and 304. So now we literally are drawn. Okay, so 18 points there for Kieran. Excellent stuff there. 18 points, so it brings them up to 322. So 18 points in the difference. Vly. There we go. VLY. It's raining out. Okay, so we're just waiting for this one to round up. 18 points in the difference at the end. This could be massive. Let's just see. Just counting up the scores here. So Kin, spelled two different ways, Q-I-N and K-I-N, and T-I. So what is that? Brings it up to 325 to 322. So now Anna's 3 points in the lead. Yeah, so this live stream will finish in the next few minutes. It looks like we've got 5 letters left between the two players. One for Anne, one for Kieran. There will be a small break, and then the finale will be at 4:10, 4:10 p.m. For anyone that wants to tune in, or if anyone's watching it afterwards, that's what time it was on. This game is going to be over any moment. It just depends on what happens, which way. Where will it go? What do you think, Sean? It's hard to call. Also, they're getting close to their allotted time, so the game started just after 3 p.m. Depending on how much time the players have used, they will be going into their added extra time pretty soon, which would be detrimental. Every minute would be 10 points in this game, would be a game changer. Okay, Kieran is trying something here. Just want to check ENG. I'll give you an update now. So that's a 9-pointer for Kieran, also using up 3 of his last letters as well. So he's down to just an N as far as I can see. And he's winning by 6 points. So they've 1 letter each. I mean, it'd be pretty easy for someone to just add on a letter here, but can the other person add on something better is the question. 6 points in the difference. So closest game we've seen today by a long shot. Not the highest scoring, but very tight. So what was the last one? What was the last word? Oh, sorry, we're taking away the letters, I think. A-H. Okay, so final score. Anne has crept back in the very, very end to score 3-3-3 to 3-3-0. So, yeah, so basically Kieran had 1 point deducted for the point he had left, and he lost by 3 points at the end. That's very, very close. But thanks a million, folks. If you want to tune back in, or tune in at all, it will be 4:10.
final match is going to be between the player who's in first place and the player who's in second place. It's a battle of the cousins, Chris Broderick versus Marie Ryan. So I'm going to mute this mic and set it up.
All right, folks, we're back with the finale. So we've got a funny ending to this game. So Chris Broderick and Marie Ryan are actually cousins, and they're tied at the top with 10 wins out of 12 games played. Chris slightly in the lead on points, but it all comes down to this game, really. So he's on plus 1156 as opposed to plus 869. And then in third and fourth place, in the third and fourth place playoff, we have Fergal and Pauline, husband and wife, playing each other. So interesting enough stuff. So just catching up on this game at the moment, we're playing 42 points to 19. Chris is in the lead. So as I said, the battle of the cousins here. In the other game, in the next room, we have the battle of the husband and wife. So either way, there's going to be a family dispute today. That's not right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's definitely right. Oh, sorry. Okay, so brilliant stuff here. We've got Marie came back with... Okay, she's 31 points there for Marie. Brilliant stuff. So just as a catch-up, some of the words that we've had at the start. And we've got ho, we've got tar, we've got taxi, a. 8 points in the difference in this, which will crown the winner of the first ever live streamed Scrabble tournament in Ireland, sanctioned by all the major Scrabble bodies in Ireland and also in the UK. The ASI, the ABSP and the WESPA, all the Scrabble organisations involved. And this is just the first of many tournaments. There, I think the next one it'll probably be in a couple of months' time. So the last one popped in is Ox, utilising that X and OH. So that will change the score to... Okay, so 28 for Ox and Ho there. And O, my mistake. So 70 points to 50. I have a feeling this is going to be a massive scoring game. Both players playing at a pretty quick pace as well. Maybe that seems like that because I was late, but moving on swiftly. So 70 plays 50. Marie is up at the moment. Nothing's changed there, is it? Okay, so we're just waiting, but I mean, they're less than 10 minutes into the game, so they both have plenty of time. It's been a rapid fire start. Electric. Now looking at the boards, Chris and Marie, but Chris looks like has the potential with the Q and the U, a couple of vowels, to make something happen that could be a big word, a big scoring word. Yeah, just sharing the points table with you at the moment. So the results, as you can see, after 13 games, so leading up to now, which is the final game, the 14th game, was played yesterday, not live streamed yesterday. We've streamed all of the final games today. Not all of the games, sorry, we featured a game each, and then obviously the finale today between Chris Broderick and Marie, and their first cousins. So we're looking at the spread, which has gotten actually closer since I saw it in the last round. There's less than 100 points in the spread, so 1206 playing plus 1137. So this game will come down to who wins this game, basically. Then in third and fourth place, Fergal and Pauline Weatherhead, husband and wife. So like I said, families against families in the first one. Tom Drone on his own in fifth, the owner and proprietor here of the Cove Bar, Waterford. Like I mentioned a few times before, the Cove Bar is the place to be for Scrabble. Okay, we've got an 88 point score there for Chris, so we're just going to have to double check what came in here. Yeah, as I suspected. Okay, so we've got Quintas. So we'd use all the letters on her rack, and also a 50 point bonus for a bingo. So that's massive. Expect to see similar things happen on either side, but I mean that was certainly on the cards, as I mentioned a bit before. So at the moment, 158 plays 65. So going back to the scores, as it is on the scoreboard now, we've got in 6th place Brian Dillon, 7th Owen Jackson, both on 8-game wins. Ger Hoare on 7 in 8th place. 9th place Kieran Brosnan, who we saw in our last game, followed by Anne Mallon. That was also in our last featured game in 10th. They're on 6 and 5 games respectively. Monica O'Connor, and then Marie McDonald and Liam Thomas Davis at the end. But that's not to say they won't be back, and it could be a lot different next time. Hopefully we'll have a different spread of players, some new players, some old players. But as we're seeing it now, we've got 158 playing 79, so 22 points scored there by Marie. So still waiting for we're waiting for something big out of Marie, but it'll take a bit of time. They haven't used too many letters. She doesn't have a great rack. But she will do the best of what she has. Okay, so 176. So 18 points scored there for Chris. The Battle of the Cousins. I think they know each other. As regards Scrabble, they obviously know each other. But they certainly seem to know what they're doing when it comes to this game, because they are flying in this tournament. 11 wins out of 13 so far each, which is spectacular considering the quality of the competitors here. So we can see on the leaderboard as well, the top 4 players are all in the A division. Tom in 5th is the only player in the top 8 to be in the B division, so I think Tom could be getting promoted up into the A division. He's certainly good enough. Back to our game here. So we have 106 playing 79, so we've got a 98 point difference. 97 point difference, sorry. Okay, we're just going to have a look at what letters these two ladies have, so we can see what the optimum... Well, let's see what came in here. Aimed is already there, so what's she adding on to? Lead and Ned. Okay, so we'll see what she gets for that. They were only even using the maximum she could have had was 5 letters, with nothing she could have added onto, so I think it's really a case of Marie just getting rid of the letters she has at the moment and getting some high scoring letters. Chris, on the other hand, has some okay letters, but has that blank tile as well, which can make a difference. So 176 to 95. So an 81 point difference. Okay, so we've got a situation with Chris at the moment. Doesn't have a vowel, but does have the blank question mark for anyone watching is the blank tile. Marie has plenty of letters, but they're all low scoring as well. So player 1, as I suspected, has changed 4 tiles. So skip to go, change 4 tiles, and we'll update the rack there any second. Longest word, 0. So we're just waiting for the update on Chris's tiles. Okay, so at the moment 176 plays 95. We have another word down here now as well, so we're looking at Neo. and Co. and Re. Challenge. It seems like it's not. Yeah, it's been challenged, it's been taken away, so that means she will skip a turn. So that's gone very even. So as Chris swapped over 4 of her tiles, Maria actually had her go expunged by a challenge from Chris. Per pure challenge. Okay, never mind. 202 to 95. Okay. 26 points there for purer. More pure. Okay, so we'll get to see the new rack now for Chris, as that hasn't been updated yet. Okay, and we've also got a leak has been played, so we're just going to get an update on the scores for you now as well. Okay, 202 to 105, so 10 points scored there for leak. Okay, so we've got a 97 point advantage to Chris. This could be an awkward trip home for one of these. Yeah, the blank is an S, so sleek. And then been followed up by Ravens, so we'll give you an update on the both scores. But they're playing at a pretty fast pace, so this game doesn't seem to go on for, doesn't look like it will go on for too much longer. Okay, so 237 playing 105 at the moment. So 35 points there for the last one. Raven with the triple word. Okay, so we've got audio and op. So that should bring it a little bit closer. Looks like it's going to be quite a high scoring game. Going through quite a few tiles as well though, so just waiting on an update on the scores. So we've got 237 playing 105, that will change. 237 playing 127, so 22 points there for Ravens, sorry, with the blank. Okay, so we've got wow, low, and ew. Okay, 30 points there. Great scoring. So we've got 267 to 127, 140 point lead at the moment for Chris. £140 is quite a lead, so we imagine Marie is going to need some kind of a bingo somewhere. She does have some decent letters at the moment, already spells out merges, but she also has the, that could be emerges, merges, So there's a couple of things that you can use for 6 total. So yeah, seven using her blank letter. So like I said, Germans, mergers, mergees, emerges. There's a few meagres. There's plenty. So they would need to stem onto one of the different words. What's happened here? Lum. I don't think lum will count to it. No. That's good. Looking at a counter here, I think a challenge, but we'll see. Yeah, so I think U is fine. That's EWE is no problem. I think LOM might be the problem with this one here. So merges or mergers, whichever she was going for there, it doesn't make a difference. But there, we'll see what happens. I think there should be a challenge, but no sign of it yet. If there's no challenge, it'll just go ahead. Okay, it is. There is a challenge there. So what I'm thinking the problem should be is LOM. Yeah, looks like that's okay. So the challenge. So U was fine. It was already there. Lam wasn't a word. Mol. If it was the other way around, it would have been fine. Or Olm. But unfortunately not. So that unfortunately for Marie, she takes her tiles back and forfeits her go. Okay, so small one, but it turns into 3 words for Chris here. We've got job, woe, and lob. That should extend her lead by a decent amount. We're just tallying up the scores there. Challenge. No, not for that, for the last one. My mistake. Just want to wait to see what the updated score is here. Okay, so 39 for that one. So 306 plays 127. So it's turning into a pretty one-sided game at the moment. Chris, who I believe was in first position going into this one as well, and Marie in second. And at the moment, yeah, Chris was in first. With a commanding lead at the moment. With the number of tiles left, this will be a tough one. Although, like I mentioned before, Marie does have that blank tile, and also, yeah, now we can see lobe, and she's going to probably put a merge. We'll see which way she goes. There's a couple of things that she can put in this situation with the blank tile, whichever way she wants to go. Emerges, maybe. Yeah. So it'll be emerges and lobe. And that part of the brain. So she won't have any triple words anyway, but should be a good one. She'll get the bonus 50 for using all of her points, so it will bring her much closer in contention. So currently I'm 127. Needs this to be a big one. 194. Okay, so 67 points there. So 50 of that was a bonus for a bingo. So used all her letters, so she's going to get a fresh rack completely. So 306 plays 194, so it's getting closer. Okay, the longest word I think Chris has on her rack at the moment is 5 letters. If she can attach onto an A, there's nominals. I can't see an A with that much space though. It'd be very rare to find that in the middle of a board at this stage of the game, so like I said, she has a commanding lead at the moment still, so 212 points. Or 112 points, my mistake. So we're about halfway through time-wise on this game. I don't see it going the distance, but you never know with these two players. They are first and second, so... Okay, so we're still waiting for the scores to be updated here for someone to make a move. So we're waiting for Chris to play. Yeah, he doesn't get the option with me.
No.
Resolve. Okay, so we're still waiting, folks. Like I said, they've left themselves with plenty of time. There's still a bit of a score difference, 112 in the difference. With Chris to play, so it could open up the lead. Well, she will open up the lead, it just depends by how much. We've got Moyle, me, and us. Just waiting for a points update here with those three. Okay, so 18 points there for those three words. So 324 to 194. 130 points in the difference. So it's getting tight at the end. It's looking like it will need something special from Marie. Her rack isn't great. TTFFCIG. A few more options on Chris's side from what I can see. We played me and if, and that was E as well, so F. So yeah, yeah, 29 points, 39 points there. $29, sorry. Okay, so Talon. Very good. And that's going to be F'd. Player 1 drew too many tiles by mistake. Okay, so there's going to be an issue here. We're just going to have to recorrect that. So what happens in that situation is the first 3 tiles get put back onto the rack, and the other player, the opposite player, so player 2, Marie, will be able to pick whichever one she wants to go back into the bag. So player 1 took too many tiles. Now, so new rack for player 1. So okay, it looks like there was no issue there, so Marie was able to pick which one to put back out of the first 3, and we're back to a fresh rack pretty much for Chris. And the score is 344 to 223, so 121 points in the difference. We've got hit and tick. Sorry. Yeah, so 240 plays 344, so 17 points there and 104 points in the difference. So I think Marie still does need that. Now she's got some interesting letters at the moment, a Z in there, a Z and a Y, G. It's going to be close, but it's going to be at this stage of the game, 104 point margin looks like it might be hard to claw back. Okay, this looks like this could be a game changer here. Vent and Tice. Okay, so 27 points there. So 371, so there's 131 points in the difference here. We're getting close to the end of this game, folks, I think. Anything can happen, but we're going to be going low on tiles very soon. $371 playing 240, so 131 in the difference. So a bingo will be necessary to close this gap, and it would need to be a good bingo too at that. Not great options on Marie's side. Okay, so that brings the score up to 371 to 278. Great score there with Jizz. In a good game though, that is a significant difference though. 278 to 371, so 93 in the difference. one of our more entertaining games, I would say. Would you agree, Sean?
Mm.
That's a yes. It's covered most of the board as well. I don't think there's any way they can get down that bottom right corner, so we're on the last few tiles as well. Sean has just pointed out. Thank you, Sean. So I don't think there's much that can change in the difference bar the score, so we'll just play this one out and see, but it looks like we might have a champion in Chris. Still a little bit to go yet, though. We'll see what happens. Okay, so Chris is playing at the moment, so she's going to extend her lead here. Aspic. Very good word. We'll see what the point difference is here now, but I think it's getting to the stage where it's looking like Chris is going to take this one down. 396. Okay, she's 25 points there at a crucial time of the game, so she's 118 points ahead. So it looks like we will have a winner very shortly. Yeah, Chris has 2 letters left on her rack, so this game is imminent, and the end of this game is imminent. Jesus. Just checking out to see what the best we can get from Marie's words at the moment. Tigs, Tygs. Is there even an S open? She's going to struggle without a vowel. She has to try and use that Y. I think it looks like game over. We'll see how they finish. Might get some more points on the board, maybe some deductions, but that gap isn't. It's not attainable at the moment. Okay, just to recap, folks, it's been the first live Scrabble tournament streamed live on YouTube from Ireland, coming from the Cove Bar in Waterford. Thanks to Tom Drone and his staff for having us. The game isn't over yet, quite yet. We've still got some play here with Marie placing Phi and A if she's finished there. So it looks like she's going to be down to just consonants, and Chris is down to just vowels. So 396 to 299. So 97 points in the difference. And the game is essentially over. And Oa, should I say. .396 to 299. Final score 407 to 294. Very well done to Chris Broderick. Congratulations, Chris, on winning the first ever live Scrabble tournament streamed from Ireland in Waterford City here on the Dunmore Road in the Cove Bar. My name is Johnny Collins. Sean, thank you very much for your help.
Been a pleasure.
He's been doing all the dirty work on the side, all the technical stuff. And also commiserations, but also congratulations to Marie coming in second place. The cousins coming first and second. And as far as we can see outside, it's going to be third and fourth for the husband and wife team. So, yeah, great stuff. Families all the way. If you want to follow the page, It's Afterword. I'm just going to get the full details up for you now. Afterword Scrabble Club. Afterward being an anagram of Waterford, where we are based. We also have live tournaments in person. They're in Ireland, all around the country, not necessarily with this club, but all a part of the same association. In Waterford, live tournaments in the Cove Bar here, and also there will be more streams. If you want to join the group, you can play players online. You can join different groups. You can play on Aptures. There are a number of different ways of playing online and playing Scrabble Go, for example. But that's all from now. Thanks to everyone who tuned in for watching, or anyone else that watches the videos afterwards. Thanks again from Johnny Collins, signing off.
Fuck, that's no.
That was fucking torture, wasn't it?